You there. What are your pronouns?
They, them. Sir.
And you, Argadian. What are your pronouns?
Z here.
Z here. You?
Black woman.
Seamless.
Not quite, but close enough.
One day we'll get it, man. It's only.
I mean, I could do it after. It could be a post production.
Post production, but we do everything raw, man. We do it live.
We are raw and live.
We're gonna do it live.
What are we drinking tonight? Are you drinking a Blue Moon?
Yeah, I grabbed a Blue Moon, man. I can't drink those 4.8ers.
Not enough alcohol for you?
That's for the Argadians.
Well, what is that?
I don't know. It's like 5.2. Not much better.
All right.
I mean, if we're gonna get rowdy in the bunker and shack up,
All right, brother. Let's do it.
might as well.
Might as well get Argadian. Getting Argadian over here at the Orange Men Podcast.
Correct.
Yeah. Hey now. Let's get some of that. Well, I'm drinking a 4.8%
You ready?
alcohol by volume Dreamweaver. Gotta like it.
Oh, I got a little
Pour it in.
spizzle on my microphone here.
That's why I put that there. It's called a splash guard. Vomit guard. Vomit protector.
Kind of like at the buffets.
Yes.
Sneeze guard.
Exactly like that.
Well, Dave, that was a spirited conversation we had in between
having a little fun.
in between shows here.
I've just been handed the coolest freaking toy on the planet.
Apparently, Dave's Ostrowski is part Jewish. I'm just saying.
I'm a German Jew. I'm a Polish Jew. It is what it is.
You might be, actually.
I know, it's possible.
You never know.
Yeah, my great grandmother was a Kramer.
Did you?
That's a German Jew.
Have you seen? I know you get up early. Have you seen
I
those
don't get up early.
those commercials of like save the Ukrainian Jewish lady? Hey, it's living on a potato for like
Yeah.
like. How come Zelensky's not sharing his money with her
Why would he? It's his. He's got to build those mansions in Florida.
down there in Florida?
Welcome, everybody, to the Orange Men Podcast.
Oh, yes.
Dave and Clint here with you
Welcome back, brother.
for another stellar episode of the Orange Men Podcast, where you're going to find the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, as we see it, as we say it, whether you like it or not.
As long as you listen to this side.
What? As long as you listen to Clint, God knows what you're going to get from me.
If you hear any background music, that's the ladies blow drying their hair during
Bye.
podcast time.
Yeah. Is that what that noise is? I thought it was the microphone acting up, but it's...
Yeah, because the blow dryer's going.
All right, listen.
Anyway, anywho. What do you want to talk? The border,
Well-
Biden,
Well, no,
China.
we got China. We got to talk about this.
Some sports?
The climate sports.
Yeah.
What do you want to know about what I got to talk about climate change and how it's the most existential threat to the human race.
Right.
Since
With everything that's going on in the world, that's the problem. Right?
how is that the problem?
Well, that's what Joe keeps telling us.
The climate change hoax has been in play for a half a century.
I think it's funny that we just had the G8, we're recording. The G8, G7 summit going on right now.
Quiet over there with your blow dryer.
Go blow your hair upstairs. Oh, sorry. No, we just had and how did all those world leaders get here with their motorcades and their many cars and...
Yeah, in fuel burning fossil. All right, first of all, I'm going to start from the beginning.
Okay.
The problem they say is fossil fuels, right?
Rockefeller.
And I'm going to say this till I'm blue in the face.
Medical industrial complex is who?
The cartel.
Rockefeller.
It's a yeah. Oil,
Yes.
crude is a
Yes.
renewable resource, whether you like it or not.
Correct.
I'm sorry it's not a renewable resource, but in order to hide it from the American people and the world,
Yes.
they had to call it a fossil fuel so that could give the illusion of it being a limited resource. Because
Hold on. Dinosaurs real? Yes or no? Go.
if I had to say, honestly,
Yes.
I'm going to say no.
What are the bones? What's in the Smithsonian?
Do you know how easy it is to make those? Look at Jurassic Park.
Come on, man.
Look at that movie.
Well,
I don't know if they're real or not.
Okay,
I wasn't
ahead.
around
Fossil
50 million years ago.
fossil fuels. Go. Sorry.
But you tell me I don't know.
The woolly mammoth
it-
in the tar pit?
I mean, it's possible
Right.
that there was things here before we got here. I mean, the Earth has been turned over how many times? I don't know.
Due to climate, right?
Yeah, and
Not to-
decline it and catastrophic events due to asteroids and things from outside our solar system. I mean,
Space.
anything could have happened.
Fake or gay?
The final frontier.
Fake or gay?
Me, fake or gay?
Space.
It's real.
Okay.
It's real.
He said it.
I believe in God, and
Earth round or flat?
it's clearly round,
Okay.
no matter how you look at it. Today I was looking at the moon.
9/11 inside job or no?
5 years ago, I would have said no, but clearly an inside job.
All right, man. I'm glad we got those topics out of here.
The government had a big part of that.
Okay. All right. Just trying to feel where
Now,
you stand.
now, when it happened, there was no way
What?
that I can justify in my brain
That woolly mammoths produce
no,
oil?
that my president would actually ever be a part of something so heinous.
Well,
But
as we know now,
yeah,
governments will do what they want
I'm very
to get what they want.
I'm saddened by that, and we need a complete flush of this swamp.
All right, man. I'm
Complete
just
flushing of the toilet.
I'm fucking around.
No,
So
it's great.
The fossil fuel
it's,
stuff.
It's not bad.
No, because the climate and everything else. It's just another fucking turnkey. Here's something that we need to throw money at.
We need to control you.
Yeah,
We
throw
need to
money
make you
at,
scared.
and money will fix it, right? Because that's what fixes everything, right?
Right. Well, who gets the money? That's where we don't follow that trail.
Yeah.
You follow where that money goes. You find out who's getting it.
Right.
And so fossil fuels it's just fake.
Right.
They made everybody think that crude oil is from fossils and not a renewable resource.
Right.
Everything on this planet that the planet produces is renewable.
Gold.
Yeah,
Gold.
diamonds, everything.
Okay.
It takes time
Pressure.
and pressure. I mean, but the Earth
Nah, I'm
is
messing
a
around.
renewable resource. I mean, every other thing when we've what was our first fuel? Wood. We
Yeah,
started
I mean,
making
when
fire, wood.
caveman was trying to create fire. you know what I mean?
make fire. Yeah,
And then you had the candle wax. That was burning. So people, we progressively moved on as we.
then
But you got to think. So
kerosene.
some kind of flame, combustible. Anytime you could get a flame and that was your energy. But you got to think in the 1900s when the whole fossil fuels or whenever that early 1800s 19th century type stuff when we started really drilling for oil and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't the kind of technology and information that you were able to do, or you poke a straw in Saudi Arabia, or just like you were saying about Dubai, like everybody over in Dubai that lives there is pretty much what? Wealthy? Why? Because of oil?
Yeah, they're not just wealthy.
No, I know.
Those guys walk into car dealers with pallets of cash,
Yeah, and they're all buying supercars.
and then when their car breaks down, they leave it.
yeah, like fuck this
Go buy
car.
another one. It's that where money to them is not an object. But the reason why Rockefeller
Yeah.
The reason why they decided to coin the phrase fossil fuel and make it seem like a limited resource was so that they can control the price.
Mhm.
And it was a brilliant idea. And
Because
Yeah.
you thought there was scarcity behind it.
right, so then you're able to control the price. Scarcity is fear, and fear controls people. As long as you get people afraid of losing out on something, you can control them. They'll do exactly what you tell them.
Right.
And that's what they've discovered early on. And that's where we're headed. We're going. It's one fear tactic after the next. It's one separation tactic after the next. How do I get you to hate him? How do I get you to be afraid of him? Then I can control you. I can get you to do exactly what I want you to do.
Well, same thing. Like, think about the trillions of dollars if somebody were to make like a hydrogen style motor.
Well, now they're trying to bring that back. Did you see that? Hydrogen fuel cells now they're talking about?
Who is?
Well, all the guys that aren't dead.
The guy that's like behind a blank screen and it's like, anonymous inventor. No, and I seen.
Well, I mean, look what they're doing with the windmills in New Jersey.
That guy. What happened?
He's gone.
Yeah, I know. He took his money and fucking ran.
Yeah.
5,500 windmills they were supposed, or
thank God
turbines.
Thank God they didn't do it.
Well, why would it? Where's the environmentalists? We talked.
Well,
about
they don't
this
care. It's because they're in the pockets of these people.
But where are the environmentalists when the whales and the dolphins, like their migration patterns in the ocean, are being wrecked by 5,500 wind turbines,
and not to manage the sonar or the humming of this thing.
Yeah.
Messes with their sonar, and they don't know where the fuck they're going.
Right. So when they're beached up on, it's like, oh, well, Governor Murphy's like, get that fucking thing out of here.
Roll it out quick. Cut it up.
But like I saw somebody, and this is the one thing that we talked about with the whole, green energy and the whole electric cars and stuff like that. Like one guy said, like, the one guy was like, what they tell you is like, because Honda does it now, where they're by their commercial with their new EV.
Hey!
They're trying to make it
Stop it.
by like 2025 or 2026, where it's a net zero car. The car.
Yeah.
So the car that's on the street might be net zero, but the fucking production to get the car to what it is, like a guy broke it down. He's like, it doesn't make sense.
No, there's no such thing as net zero.
Because they tell you, the car now that it's on the street.
Well, I'm breathing. That makes me not net zero.
Right. Well, that's why they want to.
There's no such thing.
That's why, like, the meme is like, you're the carbon that they want to get rid of.
Yeah.
And people are like, I don't understand.
So ridiculous.
But the guy's like, you're not, net zero means nothing because the materials that go into just the battery alone, not only the economic disparity that it puts to people that are trying to get the materials, don't make sense. It will never happen. There is no net zero. So like when John Kerry's jet setting around the world going, we need net zero. We need net zero. It's not going to, there is no such thing.
Right.
Because it's not going to work. Because everything that's built
can't happen.
Has to be used with some kind of mechanical machinery.
Right.
Which causes, you're not going to have a fucking battery. Listen, we talked about this before. I hate my fucking battery charged fucking leaf blower. I do 20 minutes of leaves, and I got to get another battery while the other one's charging, and I do another 20 minutes, and I got to wait an hour just to finish up the fucking job because both 40 minutes of leaf blowing, I got to wait 2 hours for my batteries to both charge now.
And just think about if you had to rake it by hand, all the carbon monoxide that you would spew.
Well, I end up raking it because it's quicker. It's quicker than me.
Don't be so fucking lazy and just rake it.
But I guess I could get a gas-powered blower, but I'm trying to save the environment.
Are you?
No.
You couldn't save it if you wanted to.
I just got a cheap pack, so like I'm like weed whacking and leaf blowing, and I got it takes me 2 days to fucking cut the grass and weed whacking.
Yeah. It's funny because you were talking earlier about existential threats, and you look at the wide open border,
right?
The crime in the cities, the carjackings, the wars that are breaking out all over the world.
Yeah. Well, this is like the unseen killer that nobody knows about.
And then,
you know what I mean? It's like the carbon monoxide in your home.
Well, what about cancer?
It doesn't matter, man. Well, those
Isn't
things
that
don't
an
matter.
existential threat? What about heart disease and diabetes and obesity?
Nah, they're worried about the world, the globe, or flat Earth, whatever you believe, going to like what's it, up 1 degree Celsius?
The polar ice caps are melting.
Negative.
Fucking John Kerry, that guy, man. And you know what's funny is he'll risk looking like a total fucking moron for money.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part.
It's money and power, man. It's money and power.
I don't even know who to trust anymore. I don't even know who to trust. And that's the reason why I only trust Donald Trump.
Right.
And the more I listen to Vivek Ramaswamy,
Mm-hmm.
there's everything that comes out about him that's negative, and I'm at this point,
Right.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it
The
because
negative stuff?
no, right now I trust in what he's saying. What he's saying when he called Nikki Haley out,
Yeah, yeah.
he's 100% right.
I see a lot of people trying to back her, and she's just a warmonger like everybody else.
He's 100% right.
No, I agree.
So I don't,
Which is what scares me, because like we said,
I know.
like we said, like the guy saying, listen, I'm a big fan of the crypto stuff, and he's on board with it. And I'm like, he's like, it could change our economy. It could change the world economies, because we have all these people that are impoverished that if you were to be like, well, here's your card. It's on your phone. Here's a way to have some money. Why is that so hard? It's not. I don't agree with the CBDCs and programmable stuff where, like, I can't buy beer because I already bought a case and a half for the week. You know what I mean? Like, don't tell me what I can and can't buy. But he's on, like, he was talking about Bitcoin specifically with the group that he was on a podcast with, and he said, there are benefits to it, but it's also, you look good.
That's great.
But he's also like,
So you got two different size holes in your head.
it needs to be what he was saying. It needs to be backed by like gold, silver, and nickel, because when they took the dollar off of the gold standard, now we're in the petrodollar, and that's losing its steam, probably due to
Our overspending.
our overspending, and our creditors that own most of the debt in this country are going to come a knocking, and they don't want the dollar anymore.
Right.
So I agree with what he's saying with a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And calling, what do you call them? McCain in high heels or something. Him and DeSantis. Like, I get it. The dude, he knows. Listen, he's a charmer. There's no doubt about it. He knows what to say, and he knows people are listening. I think he took a step back for a couple weeks. Maybe kind of like because of all the stuff that was coming out. So I think he kind of took a step back after like the second debate, and he was doing like a lot of podcasts. I've watched a couple of them that he's been on. Same thing: borders, fentanyl, drugs, what he feels needs to be done.
I can't argue with the guy.
It's hard. It's definitely hard. Taxes. A flat fee.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's just trying to be Trump Jr." Well, maybe, but maybe he's just.
I think
maybe he just agrees with Donald Trump.
Yeah, I think a cabinet position. Let us get our trust behind you, and
yeah, see where it goes.
See where it goes. I trust. I mean, I trust him more than. And it's sad to say, like, and we were all about it, like, make the United States Florida again, and like, he's a polished politician. That's what he is, man. He says the right things that maybe enough people that will vote for him want to hear. And
right.
I don't know that I'm with that.
Yeah, I'm not ready for DeSantis.
I mean, like, I was 2020, 2021. Now that all this information
let me just say something about Ron DeSantis. All the stuff that Trump did for him.
Right.
Why
he told him he should take a step back and sit this out.
Who told him?
DeSantis.
Told Trump that?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's not right.
Right.
That's the problem I have with DeSantis. DeSantis needed to take a step back and support Donald Trump.
Right.
And then his time would have definitely came.
Right.
But he's afraid.
Well, no, it's the people.
Right.
This is the point. This is the people that are behind him going, no, you need to do it now because we can't have this guy.
Right. Exactly.
And that's why,
afraid.
a lot of these circuit courts now, the Supreme Courts, and a lot of these, I think it was like 4 now, like Colorado, Michigan. I think there was just one the other day where they said you can't take the guy off the ballot. Doesn't matter like what he's. First off, he hasn't been charged. Like he hasn't. Convicted. Convicted of anything. Right. I could say whatever I want about Donald Trump. Doesn't mean jack shit.
Right.
Until he's convicted. Was there election fraud? 100%. But you can't just take him off the ballot because you don't like him. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Well, the fact that every time we talk about the election shit, it gets removed from.
Well, Facebook is going to allow that now. Facebook and Meta. So Facebook and Instagram, because they're allowing political ads, because guess why? They need the revenue. So they're going to allow people that are, if you're suggesting, now in the political ads, I don't know if you're just talking shit about it like we do, but in a political ad, if you say that there's suspected, tampering or election was stolen, they're going to allow those now instead of flagging those political ads because they want the revenue. And it also puts in doubt, like, well, if it was stolen once before, stolen this time, stolen that time, who even knows?
Right.
But it's very frustrating with the climate stuff because you have, and I know we talked about it, like you see, I mean, it's the top 1% of the people that have the yachts. And I think I sent it to you a couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago where it's like,
big sack of dog vomit.
Where the lady's like, well, I think she was in Britain and,
Can somebody get me a beer? Trey, can somebody get me a beer?
get this guy a beer.
Can you get me a beer, Kate?
Come on.
Come on, help a brother out.
Come on now.
I'm over here working. I'm slaving over a hot light.
So
I feel like a hot dog at a freaking...
So like this British lady was like, well, with your carbon credits, like if I have my carbon credits, but I'm not really, kind of like my vacation time, you know what I mean? I'm not really using them. So I could sell you at a premium my carbon credits because you're riding around in your sweet jets and your supercar and your yachts living life while I'm over here like slaving to go to work and stuff. And I'm like, well, hey, sir, would you like to buy my carbon credits for a premium? How much?
200,000 on the dollar?
No, man. I'll give you $50. Okay. Me and fucking Tiny Tim are over here trying to make Christmas work
I could then press 800 pounds.
with my carbon credits. But like I seen Leonardo DiCaprio's, he has like a RV that's like a $300,000 tractor trailer RV.
Good for him.
And the carbon emissions, they put it out because it's diesel, everything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't have an electric one because who would want an electric RV, tractor trailer RV?
Go nowhere with that.
What am I stopping on the turnpike every 400? Every 400 feet? So like he's got that. He's got this. Like these guys got super yachts. So like it's the top 1% that are pushing the CO2 thing. But they're also like, well, hold on. Huh?
Fat chicks need love too.
I need to get places. So I need my yacht and my private plane
Yeah, right.
because I'm
Electric
important.
Bullshit.
I'm important.
I love that Honda commercial that once trying to go net zero. When we said we were going to dream of zero carbon, they said keep dreaming, and that's exactly what we did.
Right.
We kept dreaming because we're going to get to carbon neutral. Shut the fuck up. I mean, you know, if you believe any of this bullshit, I gotta figure you're
Well, the sad part is there's a lot of people.
a
out there that
libtard or a moron.
There's a lot of people that do, man. It's hard to change the minds of.
Well, it's a matter of it's been a fear-mongering fear tactic since 1950.
Yeah.
Oh, 10 years, the ice caps are going to melt. Well, that
Right.
didn't happen. In 10 years, the sun's going to create a hole in the ozone and we're all going to die. Well, that didn't fucking happen.
Acid rain.
But the funny thing about the ozone layer,
They went from global warming because it wasn't that globe wasn't warming. It was
Right.
actually cooling down.
It's a climate change.
The climate change.
yeah, they keep changing their narrative. And these people are jumping on board like they're really saving the planet. You drive around your fucking Prius. I don't really care. It's, you know what? I enjoy saving a buck or two on fuel.
Yeah, yeah.
So if I had a hybrid, because I drive a lot of miles, and I can do electric while,
Well, the one guy I was talking about.
man, I'm fine with that.
when he,
I
was-
got no
when he
problem
was
with
talking
that.
about the not net zero, he said the best. He's like, honestly, if you want a car, get a hybrid where it's
Hybrid.
electric.
Yeah.
You can plug it in and it's gas because sometimes you just need gas. Like you can't like I saw people are like with the Ford Lightning thing, like that they're electric. The guy's like, this tow's for shit. Like I can't pull nothing.
Yeah.
There's no utility behind an electric pickup truck.
Right.
It's pointless.
Yeah.
Because you can't do shit. You're just draining the battery. You can't cold start shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let me wet my my EV, my electric vehicle charge. I just went up. Who was it? It was like a big star. He was talking about how. It was what the fuck was it? It was somebody that was like a prominent figure. He bought an electric vehicle and he's like, dude, my car died while I was on the road because there's no fucking car. It's charging stations. He's like, I passed 20 gas stations. Yeah. And then he's like, then it goes into limp mode. So it's like, well, then it just shuts down. And it's like, well, you can't call AAA to go, hey man, can I get a gallon of gas to get me to the next station? Nah, there's no guy out here charging electric vehicles on the roadways. If you run into a problem,
no, you can get it towed though.
And then I just saw a video today, and I know we kind of briefly talked about it a while ago about the Teslas. I saw a video today where like two guys burned alive in a Tesla.
Nuh-uh.
Because it was driving and it ran into a fucking tree. It was like self-driving car explodes into flames after running into a tree.
And 2 guys died?
Yeah, it was a Tesla. Yeah. It was like, yeah.
Why do we need self-driving cars?
Well, no, I think I
just want to drive.
I don't know if they were trying to like blame.
I like driving.
I don't know if they were trying to blame it on they had this self-driving.
I want to hear the engine.
I think they were trying. Yeah. I think what they were trying. I think they were trying to say like, oh, the 2 guys were in the self-driving car, but it was like it showed Tesla on the scroll, but they. So I think they were trying to like hide the fact that it was like maybe it wasn't like the guys were driving and they just fucking took, because I have heard, that's what I've heard, like it just accelerates. Because there was a kid that was in Washington State and the car drove off of a cliff. Guy gets like 4.8ers in him and he's fucking drunk already.
Not drunk. I only had 4 beers.
I know, I just said that.
Yeah. I could do that. Watch.
Hi, Kyle.
It's pretty impressive.
Can you do it?
I sure can, Arcadian.
I'm an Arcadian.
Huh?
Where you going? Wow, she's beautiful. Now she's gonna get some dingleberries. What is she getting? A coochie? She getting some nussin'? Now you get some nussin' now.
Some of that shark coochie tray.
Charcuterie. We're on the air.
Yeah, man, we are live.
We're getting off the air now because
we're out of here.
You guys ruined it.
You ruined it for everybody, man.
Who the fuck has a hair salon in their podcast?
I don't know, man. We got a little everything going on down here. We got an Eagles fan cave. We got a hairstyle studio. We got a little office over there.
Listen, everybody.
Listen.
Hit that thumbs up. I noticed we did bump up some subscribers on YouTube. Hit that Rumble link. Spotify. Need to do my own show.
I can't get it to stop.
There's a surprise.
Stop.
Play us out.
Say something, baby. I'm
No,
playing
no.
us out.
Play us out. Listen, we got some good swag stuff in the links, in the bios, Instagram, YouTube, Dave's Instagram, my Instagram, Rumble, Twitters, X's, whatever you want to call it, the Twitter sphere.
We're on Spotify.
We're on Spotify, I know. Get yourself some holiday gifts.
I didn't know I was.
If you're in the Jeep Ducks, I don't know who is, but if you have a Jeep out there,
I don't know what's going on with that.
Get your ducks from First Warrior, 10% off. They got some holiday ducks, Santa duck, Thanksgiving duck, turkey duck.
They're ducking.
American duck, all kinds of duck.
American fuck a duck, screw a guinea. Whatever.
Okay.
Okay, player. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's get out of here.
All right, man. Smash the thumbs up. As always, follow, like, and share. Thank you.
Playboys.